that I'll show you what has been happening, and there is some engineering works taking place on the layout, so we'll come to that in a moment. But I've put down some grass etc. on around the church and in the churchyard and across to the little house. There's a car parked in the driveway, and that's also been oops, it's moved a bit, and it's had the grass area put round. If I just move the little car out, there's to be tyre marks put in there. You can see where the car fits back in there and round in front of the house, so I'll just move that back. I don't know if that car is a HO scale or not. I got that in some scrappy stuff off eBay, so I haven't had a chance to check if it is the right size. Now, you may see, pardon me, you may see around the layout these bits laying on the surface, and that little white section there. Oops, and let's focus it, that's better. We're replacing all the signals. It all started off with the signal which is over here, this one over here. It's all to do with the replacing of that, so I've decided that the whole lot, or 90% of the signals, will be replaced. So those little white circular things down there, they're the foundations for the signal poles. There's one there, another one here, another one over there, and another one there with their bases. And there's also the sign I'll show you from the other side of the layout in a moment, the petrol station sign. And over in this corner down here, there's to be a post office. I'm just waiting on some modifications to it from Michael Martin at Wordsworth Model Railway, who's modifying some of the logos etc. on the layout. So when I get those through, I can then build those and place it on there. I've also thinking of putting in a police station, which will be down in this area here, and the original church was in this area here, so I'm trying to work out what I'm going to put in this area here. But I've had a bit of a clean up with the little vacuum cleaner, so it's not completely done. There's the toilet that I need, sort of have some sort of opening to get in to fix any derailments, and that's the pub there, the cinema there. So we'll go around the other side, and I just want another. I'll fix that up when we come around the other side. And I'm thinking also replacing these platforms. Now, I've been watching Graham Felston's Lakeside, is the new Lakeside, and he's given me some ideas. These platforms here have been done with balsa wood on stumps, but I'm thinking of taking them out and using 18mm, or as I can only get here in Australia, 16mm MDF to replace the platforms with that. I'm still in two minds on what's going to happen with that at the moment. So if you just want to have a look, see what Graham's done, just go to Lakeside Model Railway and you'll see what I mean. Now here's this, we've got the two signals, that's a double signal there, and there's another one there. This one controls this line, and that signal there controls that line coming down here, across here, and also around there. Now what I'm going to do here, there'll be a signal up here, and I'm going to use the system they use in the UK with these indicators. They usually have an angle or a straight or whatever it is with 5 lights on. I'm only going to do 3, and just with the direction. So I'm going to see how that works out. We'll just have to hang on for the moment. And here we have another there, and these two signals here will go on there. Now this one will be for that line going up that way, and S7 will be the one here for going straight through. Once again there'll be a route indicator on that. This line here is going to be a storage area. There's to be, I'm going to put a fence up which will encase it all along to about here somewhere, and all over there as well. So be a storage yard probably for locos or carriages or whatever. I haven't made up my mind on that yet. These little buildings here, I'm still thinking about whether to put them on. Unfortunately I can't light them up. I might have to use spotlights on those. Oh, excuse me. Spotlights on those to light them. That's it's a month or so down the track. Now here's these other two signals. There's the stanchion for that one, and where are we? And the stanchion for that one is laying on the roadway somewhere. Ah yes, over there. So that's what's happening at the moment. There's the cinema over there. I won't put the lights on them at the moment. The cinema, I've got to get into the top part of the cinema because the lighting thing I had in there has collapsed, but there's only one problem. I have glued the cinema down to the board and I'm not sure how I'm going to get in to fix those. And then there's the back end of the pub. Now I've got some ballasting to do. I've got to do a complete run round of the trains to make sure that I've got all these derailments sorted out. You can see here there's one there, a screwdriver just putting a bit of a camber on the track. There's another one over the back there, just putting a camber on that. I was in two minds of taking this up and starting again, but it's too much work to go into that at the moment, so I think it will stay. I'll just have to stand on the ladder to get up and lean over onto it. And as you can see, the petrol station sign laying on the ground ready to be raised up, and that will be lit with the little spotlights. I don't know whether I can get up and show you these properly, but there they are. They're quite effective. Once again, that eBay site has come in useful. And also what I've done across the back here, this is some more work kits from Michael Martin at Wordsworth Model Railway. Very good. The kits are for free. You can modify them yourself. They're looking really great. So I've put that in. As you can see there, I've got the roadway coming through into the little village shops, retaining wall there, and I've got a big one across the back there. That's about all that I've managed to do at the moment. So yeah, I'll try and get this section up that I've done, as well as the little bits before this video started, and put them up on another video. I was going to wait until I'd sorted out all the modifications, but as I said, engineering works, replacing the signal, so it'll still be a little bit longer yet. That one's going to stay in as is. That was too much. That was a very complicated setup when I put that in, so that gantry will stay. I think that's about all that we've got to think about at the moment, so I'll try and organise this and get it up unless I decide to add some more to it. So until we see some more, it's goodbye. Oh yeah, just before I finally sign off, as I said, this area around here, I'm going to fill this in. I'm not quite sure what to put in there yet. Probably I might put a police station. I'm not sure yet. And I wanted to fill that area in over there near the servo. But there's roadway to be put in here, centre island down the middle of the street to come round to the fire station and the shop. The post office, as I said, over in that corner. But that's still got to be worked out. So this is the final sign off on this particular one. Bye. Well, I've got all the signals now working properly, fixed up all the broken connections. They're all showing on red at the moment, and this one down here, and then we come across to these ones. And then these two, this set down here, these are going to be the first ones which will be changed. So the new ones are sitting up there waiting to be connected. So that'll be the next job, which I'll probably do tomorrow. But then as we go around, got those two up there, another two down here, which will have one in this area here. One of these ones will then have the direction indicator on it, and as we go around, we've got those ones there, and then the ones over the back there, and then we've got all four here. All of these four here are working, and we've got the masts already in place over there for them. So I will get on with putting these other ones here, setting them up, and we'll come back with another video. And here are the new signals in operation. And the old ones are about to be removed. Well, we've now done the next set of signals with the direction indicator. That little one there, that's to be taken out, and these ones to replace them. I'll just turn them on. Now you can see that the white direction indicators are quite bright compared to these ones. Same resistor, same size resistor, and yet they look quite bright, twice as bright as what they originally were. But that has now been completed. As I said, I've just got to fiddle around with the resistors. So those ones are right now, with the points going off to the left. The next set to come out is to be these ones, these two here, and that's the next part that we're going to implement. And down here there's the structures for them. That's the structure and the top section where the signals will go. Now also these two over here, they're going to have direction indicators on as well, because there are a set of points there, as well as these two. This one here will have a direction indicator going to the left, and this one will have an indicator going to the right for the crossover up there on the back area. So that's the latest on this at the moment. These will all be included in a complete update for the next section. Well, we now have the replacement signals put onto the gantry. It's these two here, this one, and then those two will be taken out, and reverting back to the original signals over the back here, there's going to be another modification made to those, but I won't say anything now until I've got them ready. The prime part now is to get these two here commissioned and then take those ones out. And just as an aside to this problem back here with this one, if I can get my finger there we are, being too bright, I find out since that the one around here, which was the prototype, was a 10k resistor on the lights, and these ones happened to come, I happened to put a 1k in because of the colour scheme on the resistors. I didn't check the final band, so when I get the layout lifted up to replace those signals there, this one will be fixed with the proper sized resistor in it. So that's that. I'll now proceed to lift the board up and replace the wiring, shifting from these ones across to these. Well, we now have the new lights in, on that one there, that one there, and these are to be taken out, and they'll be used, the heads of those will be used to when we do the ones over here. The gantry for this set is now in place, not glued in yet. Still got to put the section down for the cables, which will probably come in down here somewhere. Well, here's the next section to be done. You can see these two signals are on. There's the new gantry for the new set of lights, and this section here, this post here, at the moment it's just a steady post until I get the cable tubes put in down there and down this side. Hopefully they will bind it, if not that will be painted the same colour and inserted in there. So that'll be the next set to go. I've already started the building of the lights, which I'll show you in just a moment. Well, there's the next section of the lights, the next gantry. The other set will go up here, up about in that position there, where you can see, whether you can see it or not, the cutout in there for the cables. And so there'll be a set of cables come out that end, and there's the direction indicator.